Hello everyone, the MLG Skylander Man 360 here today, and today we are reacting to Kratos versus Asura. I am really excited for this matchup. Um, More or less, the only character that I know more is Kratos than Asura. As I said, I've only seen a few clips and bits of Asura. Really don't know his origin or his backstory about him, but I do know Kratos as he was the leader for the Spartan army. However, in a fit of rage, managing to kill his wife and daughter. And of course, he wanted revenge on all the gods that basically tortured him throughout his life. He managed to kill Hades and became the god of war. Of course, more or less throughout, he managed to have killed Zeus. And then, of course, started a new life in the Norse mythology with his new son Atreus after his daughter's death. And of course, I haven't gone so far yet in the Ragnarok, and which I'm really going to finish that sooner or later. But anyways, as I said, I'm only on one side with one character as I know of right now. I don't know exactly the other one. But without any further ado, let's begin the reaction.
Kratos versus Asura.
The Ghost of Sparta versus the Wrathful Destructor. Because sometimes you just want to punch a god in the face. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Alright, go.
In the beginning, the Primordials waged war across existence. A series of cosmic clashes that birthed the universe.
Boom! Now that's what I call a big bang.
From Ceto's death, the oceans would flow. From Uranus's strikes, the stars were spawned, and so forth. Thus, the world itself
Who broke the load-bearing pillar of the universe. So Kratos forced him to hold up the cosmos on his own instead.
and he could do it with just one hand, according to the novelization.
Even his grandpappy Kronos failed to stop him. You know, the guy who overthrew the primordial that punched the universe into existence?
Causing
Jesus.
shockwaves that moved over a quadrillion times faster than light. A frankly incomprehensible feat.
Then there's Daddy Zeus.
Who proved a serious challenge, until Kratos drew perhaps his ultimate weapon, the Blade of Olympus.
hell yeah.
It can make tornadoes, lightning, force fields. Oh, and it can stab the hell out of you. It siphons godly energy and can pull enough to even kill Zeus. Like father, like son.
Even while Kratos ultimately released hope across the Greek world, he could only do so after annihilating everything.
Like a badass, he was unstoppable. Non-stop killing and sex and even more killing.
What the fuck?
And yet, he couldn't be any more depressed.
His wife and daughter were still
space and slow down time.
Naturally, he contested with the strongest of the Norse gods, including the god of thunder Thor, who was
Oh,
powerful
shit.
enough to fight the fire giant Surtur and the world serpent Jormungandr at the same time.
Oh, and that fire giant would be the cause of actual Ragnarok. You can't defeat me, Thor. I know, but he can.
God of hope.
This battle is sponsored by Robin Hood Gold.
With Robin Hood Gold.
See, and like to figure out, I feel like this is gonna be interesting because he has all the weapons, and it gets a little more interesting every day we go. So I'm kind of wondering how it's gonna play out for
National
Kratos.
savings average. The perks of the high net worth are now available for any network.
The new gold standard is here with Robin Hood Gold. To receive your 3% boost on annual IRA contributions, sign up at robinhood.com/gold.
Investing involves risk. Rate subject to
All right.
change. 3% match requires Robinhood Gold at
I-
$5 a month for 1 year from first
I
match
didn't
and
know
must
this
keep
had
funds in
kind of
IRA
numbers.
for 5 years. Go to robinhood.com/boost. Over 8 times the national average savings account interest rate claim is based on data from the FDIC as of November 18th, 2024. Robinhood Financial LLC, member SIPC. Gold membership is offered by Robinhood Gold LLC. Long ago, a demigod fell from the heavens, only to rise from the depths of Naraka after 12,000 years.
Music.
After 12,000 years, he's free to punch everything dumb enough to get in his way. He was the
That's
demigod
nice.
of wrath.
That got me off
Asura.
guard.
Alongside 7 other
Wait.
demigod generals, Asura served as defender of humanity against the impure Goma, dark spirit monsters infesting the world.
And the
Dang.
demigods battled the Goma by wielding a mystic energy formed from human prayer, mantra.
By advancing technology with mantra, the Guardian Generals became essentially hyper-powerful mystic cyborgs. They could each harness mantra through a different emotional affinity. For August, it was greed. For Yasha, it was melancholy.
I'll give you one chance to guess what Asura's is.
By tapping into his wrath, Asura can take many forms for battle, like the 6-armed Vajra, a state powerful enough to subdue the embodiment of the planet's will and the source of the Goma, Vlitra.
But
Damn.
he wasn't angry enough to put Goma Vlitra down for good. At least not yet. Of course, since he's literally powered by wrath, no enemy of Asura's would be stupid enough to do something that would make him even more mad, right? Right?
Funny you should say that.
God damn it.
First off, Asura is not some one-dimensional anger machine. In myth, the Asuras were powerful and aggressive beings, sure, but not inherently evil. Just like Asura himself. He's a warrior, but also a husband with a daughter, Mithra,
And Mithra has the unique power to supercharge mantra energy.
which gave Asura's prideful commander, Deus, an idea. If he could weaponize Mithra, literally wiring her up to a super weapon, the Guardian Generals could maybe finally end Goma Vlitra for good.
Well, obviously, Asura wasn't gonna go along with that. So Deus framed Asura for killing the Emperor, murdered his wife, kidnapped Mithra, and then just straight up killed him.
Damn.
What a dick.
But true to his nature, Asura was literally too angry to die. So long as a single part of his body remains and can possess mantra, he can climb back out of Naraka, a sort of limbo underworld between life and death. Thanks to some coaxing from a strange golden spider, he did just that, with an all-new purpose in mind.
Make the gods pay! Oh yeah, they're calling themselves gods now. Turns out they're all assholes who started sacrificing thousands of innocent people to try to power up. So Asura got really pissed off.
And through his rage, Asura's power exploded, rising enough to throw giants like ragdolls, shatter whole moons, and destroy a fellow deity, Wyzen.
Who could dwarf the planet and wreck it with just a finger. Look at this.
Asura is so
Oh,
powerful,
no.
his soul cannot be manipulated by the Goma or the deities. He can propel himself with mantra to fly, harden his fists to break steel, fire explosive energy blasts.
And headbutt you so hard you wish you could die even faster. The dude literally stockpiles anger into a burst of energy that can one-shot even the toughest of foes. And when he goes unlimited mode, he can rapid-fire those super attacks without overheating.
Asura's vengeance quest wasn't all shouting and explosions, though. I mean, it was a lot of that, but he also tried to protect people from the gods, including a girl who very much reminded him of his own daughter.
Yeah, Asura's the kind of guy who wants to be a great dad, but all he knows how to do is punch anything that upsets his kid. Like that one dad that knocks out a ref at a Little League game.
And then the gods killed that girl too, along with her whole village, sparking Asura to unleash his berserker aura.
You know how the gods were sacrificing thousands of people to power up?
Oh,
well,
damn.
Asura got so freaking angry, he built up enough mantra to match them, even though they've been building up energy for thousands of years. Seriously, guys, you're pissing off the guy who literally gets more powerful the angrier he gets. What did you think was gonna happen?
Yet even in berserker mode, Asura never lost total control.
Berserker Asura adds even more extra arms, and they're big and glowy now. The man can launch so much angry mantra he wiped out the god's whole space fleet in seconds.
Asura's anger raised to levels so
Dang.
high even he couldn't contain it, scorching him into his wrath form.
Even though it hurts Asura while he's in it, this form is still perfect for absolutely shit-stomping a snobby demigod's face in. It's okay though, his brother-in-law punched the edge out of him.
Yasha saw the error of the deity's senseless sacrifices and teamed up with Asura for a coup against Deus.
Awesome, they're bros again. Just in time for Asura to hit his former boss with so much mantra that he burst. Then dive into the planet's core to obtain power equal to 1,000 arms. His mantra form.
Jesus.
Finally, a power capable of killing Vlitra in a big planet-busting blast.
Deus was defeated and Gaia was saved. Yet, Asura's wrath hadn't been quelled.
Title drop.
It turns out that spider that guided him was actually Chakravartin, the creator of mantra and the
Oh,
entire
Christ.
universe.
And everyone's suffering was part of his plan to make Asura his heir. Chakra kidnapped Mithra, because of course he did, and tested Asura in the form of a massive golden Buddha statue. Check out the size of it. That thing can literally hold a galaxy in its palm. Naturally, Asura and the statue threw heads.
Enter the mantra reactor. Capable of holding 7 trillion souls, Asura instead used it as a vessel for a far greater power.
His own unfiltered rage. At last, Asura could show the world his real colors.
Everyone from the humans to the 7 deities to Chakravartin saw Asura's anger as a weapon, a sword for tyranny, when that was never who he was. His rage was really a shield to protect humanity, and most of all, his daughter.
A shield larger than a planet. Unbound by his past limits, Asura's ultimate destructor form
Right.
effortlessly punched through asteroids larger than nebulas, dodged planet-sized lasers moving 2 quadrillion
Fail my
times
user.
faster than light, and
shit.
obliterated whole stars.
Chakravartin was
Oh.
understandably impressed and offered Asura a chance to take his place. Asura smiled at the offer and extended his arm.
Right into Chakra's face, as
Oh.
if he was gonna let some god trample over more worlds. Instead, he literally beat the QTEs out of God, obliterating him and his plans in a cosmic explosion.
But with Chakravartin dead, so was the concept of mantra itself. Those who depended on it could not survive, including Asura.
Hey, as long as Mithra was fine, it was worth it. Besides, he'll reincarnate billions of years later, still kicking ass, ready to smack a random thug, a meteor, or Ryu. Right in the balls.
It's interesting. Despite the dangers of uncontrolled anger, Asura's wrath gave him the power to save everything. All because of just one thing.
Some bastard made his daughter cry, so they had to pay. Now that's a god I can get behind.
Damn.
This battle is sponsored by Prize Picks, the best place to get real money sports action.
Okay, so Asura has some unique power. And the fact that if it's based on his rage. Oh, shit. Oh. Based on his rage, and his rage is the weapon. But has different forms. See, Kratos has faced characters like that. But rage comes to mind. Like, holy man.
One of the starting quarterbacks only needs to throw 1 yard.
But what if they don't?
Sorry?
What if they only threw it half a yard?
Then they wouldn't be in the big game.
Oh yeah, good point.
Oh, I gotta think of this one, y'all. That's actually interesting.
$50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup.
Yep, if you download the app and use code DEATH, you'll get $50 after your first $5 lineup.
Prize Picks, run your game.
Here we go.
All right, the combatants are
Oh,
set,
come on.
and we've run the data through all
That was
possibilities.
unnecessary.
It's time for a death battle!
You have the preview from Devil Artemis. Oh, what? The animation, y'all. Oh, shoot.
It's true then. The god of war is on Gaia. But not for long. You do not want this fight.
Oh, shoot. He wasn't even trying to fight you. God dang. Dang. Oh no. Crap. Holy. Oh. Dang. Oh. Oh. Bro, Craig. Oh my god.
You let your wrath consume you. I have been down that road before. Shut up! Very well.
Bruh. Cinematic. Damn. Oh shit. Oh. Shit. Bruh. Oh hell. Oh. Oh crap. Oh no. It's our cry. Kratos. Oh shit. Damn. Oh no, he's in a form.
This is not my end!
Kratos can't win this fight. Shit. Oh, hell. Kratos. Oh my, what?
Death has not earned me yet, Titan! But you deserve a worthy end!
Kratos? No way. Damn!
You are a monster no longer. I never was.
Well, I guess Asura's wrath really
Oh
is
my
gone.
god.
But are we sure this is how it'd go? Even though Asura can blow up stars?
Asura had some amazing displays of
Devil
apocalyptic
Artemis, that was
destruction,
awesome.
but the full
I
scope of
respect
their
you, my guy,
speed,
and I
experience,
respect this-
versatility, and power
respect
sheds
this.
a surprising light.
At
Oh.
first glance, speed seems like a shoe-in for Asura. Kratos is quick, but he never dodged a universe-crossing laser.
That doesn't mean he couldn't. Remember, as usual,
Oh,
we look
I have
at
to
these
admit, that
characters
actually
at
almost
their
made me
peak,
try it,
free
like-
from gameplay restrictions.
Yeah, we're looking at everything in canon, and Kratos fought and killed Helios, the sun god.
From the moment he's introduced, Helios is emphasized to be immensely powerful. Without Helios, darkness would shroud everything. His light was fast enough to illuminate the entire underworld while Kratos sailed through
Holy
it, taking a few
cow.
hours at most.
So, kinda hard to quantify, but that's consistent with the shockwaves the primordials caused that spawned the universe.
Arguments could be made for which is faster, the primordial shockwaves or Chakravartin's intergalactic lasers. Since it's so close, it's safest to assume their speeds are generally even.
But what does speed matter if you don't know how to use it? Let's cover experience. Asura lived across centuries, obviously a lot longer than Kratos.
And while Kratos eventually learned to control his rage, Asura pretty much always had that control.
So Asura easily takes experience. But when it comes to versatility, he couldn't match all the weapons and abilities Kratos had.
Sure, Asura's quite skilled and a monster at martial arts, but his fighting style mostly relies on one thing.
A whole lot of punching.
Kratos' weapons, magic, runes, relics, and even his rage gave him far more options in combat, slowing down time, healing injuries, and most importantly, multiple weapons that could drain a variety of energies, like mantra.
Yeah, when Asura loses all his mantra energy, that's it for him. So the Dropnir spears and the Blade of Olympus gave Kratos exactly what he needed. Versatility, and multiple ways to finish this for good before Asura just comes crawling back out of the underworld.
If he
Oh,
could,
Lord.
Asura's resurrections take years or whole centuries, days at best.
But all this assumes Kratos could match Asura's crazy strength. All roads lead to power, which should go to Asura, right? Look at what he can do! If this came down to who made the bigger kaboom, he'd kick Kratos' ass in 2 seconds.
But a closer examination of their feats reveals the truth.
At his peak, Asura overpowered Chakravartin, annihilating that cosmic golden god.
Holy
By
cow.
measuring the dimensions of Chakravartin's body and scaling it up to match the size of this galaxy-eclipsing statue, we can determine its volume. Add in the density of gold, for good measure assuming the form is solid throughout, and its mass
Holy-
far exceeds not just our
Holy
galaxy,
cow.
but our entire observable universe.
Destroying that big golden god would need energy on par with obliterating our universe 91,000 times.
Extremely impressive and unfathomable. However, the same idea applies to Ragnarok shaking the roots of Yggdrasil.
Ragnarok is obviously a bit of a different beast than Kratos, but what really matters is what Freyr did.
Right, Freyr, a god comparable to Kratos, held back Ragnarok's power for a significant time.
So Kratos should be capable of the same level of power, or even more.
Using an official map and knowing the world tree's branches encompass all of existence, we can measure its size and volume.
And we know this map is accurate because it shows these two realms conjoined, which we see in game.
Even if we assume the Tree of the Realms is only 1% solid, a significant low ball that Kratos should easily scale above, shaking such an incomprehensibly large structure would require enough force to destroy our universe's mass energy 9 million times over.
That's almost 100 times greater than Chakravartin's destruction. And this isn't some one-off outlier. I mean, a realm-shattering supergiant doesn't sound too different from the other titans and Olympians Kratos defeated.
That's the thing, isn't it? It's easy to think that we never see Kratos do anything that matches Asura, but we do. Helios' speed matches Chakravartin, and Kratos outsped him. Atlas is strong enough to lift all of reality, and Kratos overpowered him. Kronos defeated the creator of the universe in a one-on-one fight, same as Asura, and Kratos killed Kronos. Add in the clear numerical comparison of Chakravartin, Ragnarok, and Yggdrasil, and Kratos takes the edge in power.
But hey, Capcom, if you give us Asura's Wrath 2, we'll try this again.
That'd be pretty awesome.
As sure as the sun rises, the god of wrath was Kratos.
The winner is Kratos.
Oh.
But what if?
Oh. Oh. They did an alternate ending.
And that concludes my pitch for Asura's Wrath 2. The end. Next time on Death Battle.
Oh my god, it spawned this Ghost Rider. Holy crap.
Subscribe and join as a member to see more Death Battle. Thanks for watching. Are you ready to level up?
You know what's interesting? I commented about these two coming back in the matchup. I commented in the matchup, and this was the thing I talked about. If we see both these fighters come back, they need it. Like Spawn needed it, and Ghost Rider being it, that's okay with me. Holy cow. It was good. I liked it. I'm okay with it. And it had an alternate ending. Holy cow. But anyway, guys, if you enjoyed that reaction, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see y'all in the next one. Later.